Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. We're going to jump right into this gorgeous look I created for a photo shoot I did last month. So first of all, disclaimer, if you hear snoring, my 1-year-old is asleep right next to me. You know how we do. But anyhow, we're going to take this Milk Hydrogrip primer and I'm going to use that to go ahead and prime my face. And we're just going to rub that in all the way until we get nice and tacky. And I also want to make sure I shout out to Alicia B for putting me off to this wig. Oh my gosh, so love this wig, new fave. Next, I'm going to use this Charlotte Tilbury. This foundation has been out for like a couple months, but for whatever reason, I don't know, I just didn't catch on. Maybe because I'm not like really a fan of sheer foundation. So yeah, I'm late. This foundation was everything. This was my first time using it, and when I tell you that this foundation did not budge, I mean it. And mind you, I'm outside in hot, sweaty humidity of Houston, and I mean this foundation lasted all day. Totally loved it. I'm adding another layer, only because again, I'm used to more of a full coverage foundation. This was more of a medium buildable, which wasn't too bad. I just wanted to make sure I cover all the dark marks that I have on my face. But otherwise, this foundation looks really, really good on my skin. Perfect shade match, and it just blended like a dream. So now we are all done with the foundation. We're gonna go in with our concealer. This is the Marc Jacobs Extra Soft Concealer. This is, of course, an oldie but a goodie. I've had this concealer forever. And then I think Sephora had one of their Sephora VIP sales, and I like stocked up on this concealer. So I'm just going to go ahead and use it today. So I'm just going to blend that concealer out. This concealer is a little bit brighter, especially when it comes to my color changing for the summertime. But I don't know, I still like it. I do like the contrast that it leaves on my skin in regards to its brightness compared to when I go ahead and put on my contour shade. But I mean, it blends to an absolute dream, as you can tell. It looks really light and in the beginning, but look at us now. We are in this right now and we're doing so great. I'm just gonna take the rest of my concealer on my sponge and just blend out under my eyes so that there's not too much creasing going on, because we want to try to be picture perfect for today. And once that's all blended out, I'm going to go in next and start doing some blending with that original brush that I use for my foundation, so there's no harsh lines. I'm going to go in with our Danessa Myricks. This is their contour and cream blush. That's not what it's called. Oh my goodness. But anywho, this is my contour for today. I will, of course, make sure everything is listed in the description box. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out with another brush. I do switch back and forth between brushes and sponges just so I can get the best of both worlds. I get all of my textures cleaned out pretty good when I switch back and forth from a brush and a sponge. So that's why obviously you'll see me doing that. And then once that's all blended out, I'm going to do the same steps I did before and go in with my original foundation brush just to make sure there's no harsh lines. But of course, I'm adding a little bit onto my nose so I can go ahead and snatch that up. It did get a little bit dark, so I had to make sure to go ahead and blend that really, really good because I didn't want my nose to look too pointy. But anywho, you see me going in again with that brush I use for my foundation, just so there's no harsh lines. I'm also using the sponge, and I just want to make sure everything blends together seamlessly. This is my Huda Beauty, the Easy Bake in the shade Blondie. I'm going to use that as my setting powder for everywhere you saw me put down the concealer. And with this, I'm just going to make sure I press it into the skin. We're not going to bake. We're just literally patting the brush on, and then, or not the brush, we're going to take that little pad and we're going to brush it and pat it onto the skin. So we just want to make sure we get that seamless look with our concealer, and child, we did. I was very happy. This was a really good makeup day, y'all. I'm so happy I recorded this. But I'm just going to go ahead and dust away all that excess powder. I don't want to have any yellow or any type of flashback when I'm taking photos, so I just want to make sure I get it on and get it right back off. This Sephora Pro palette, you guys have seen it in my last few videos. I'm taking Jet Setter and I'm going to go ahead and set my contour there. Sorry for the camera shaking, the babies were in my room. As you can tell, they're literally always around when I'm recording or editing. It's, you know, it's just the mom life, I'm sorry. But I'm just going to go in and just make sure everything is set perfectly. Our face is giving right now. Giving, loved it. This is my Morphe 8C blush palette, and I'm going in with that blush shade, and I'm just gonna add some color back to my cheeks. I'm doing it old school, y'all. I'm smiling. I'm getting on the tops of the apples. I'm just gonna blend that in all the way to the side of my face. And then I went a little bit too far high up for the blush. I didn't want to put it where the concealer was, so I just went in and blended it back together with some more Easy Bake setting powder. Next, I'm setting my face with the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush, and we are gonna get nice and drenched. I want to make sure we do not move. Makeup is gonna be set today, okay? I'm going in with my Urban Decay All Nighter setting powder. Y'all know I love this. And I'm gonna use that to go ahead and pack on my eyes. There was concealer placed on there when I did my original foundation. I don't know where that footage went, I'm so sorry. But I'm gonna go in next with my P. Louise, and this is their basic, and this is just a really, really bright blue. I'm going to start by dotting that color on the inner corners of my eyes. I wasn't sure how high up originally that I wanted to place this blue color, so I'm just literally just taking my time little by little, building it up onto my eye. And once I have it to where I want it, I'm going to start packing it in. And I'm just taking a fluffier brush, and I just want to make sure it's set on my eyes really good. Next, we're going to take this Juvia's Place, the Rebel Mint palette, and I'm going to take that icy blue shade in that same fluffy brush that I used to set it, and I'm just going to go ahead and pack that color on. And with the excess color on my brush, I'm just going to slowly but surely buff it out. I'm just going in such slow motions. I know obviously I sped up the footage, but I'm just taking my time because, again, I didn't want it to go too far into where I placed the contour. And then also I wasn't sure if I wanted it too far, you know, across my eyes. So I'm just itching away, guys. Literally, like, not even inching, like millimeters. I'm going and just building this up on my eye. And then once that is all set, I'm going to take this Bridgerton palette by McGrath. I'm taking this beautiful, beautiful blue sparkle shade. I'm just going to add some shimmer. I'm just going to go ahead and place that everywhere that I have the blue. And it just, that iridescent little glimmer, shimmer, it just, I don't know, it did it for me. It was like the perfect little base or finishing touch to this eye look. So I'm just going to leave it alone, okay? Not touching no more. I'm going in with Anastasia's Soft Glam palette, and this is the shade, I believe, Burnt Orange. And I'm just going to use that to go ahead and add a little bit more color to the rest of my eyelid. It was just, I don't know, looking a little bit too plain. So I'm just going to use that contrasting color because it does have that orange tint. And I'm just going to buff that out all over my eyelid. But otherwise, this is it. This is the eye look. We're going to put some mascara, some lashes on, and we're just not going to touch it no more. And of course, make sure you blend those two colors out. And I know we're not using too many colors, but gotta stay blended, gals. Gotta stay blended. So again, this is the mascara. This is the Dior Iconic Mascara. I'm going to use that to put a couple coats on my top and bottom lashes before I put on my falsies. And y'all know I've been trying so hard not to make weird faces, so bear with me. So next I decided we're gonna add a little bit more color. This is a eyeliner pencil that I found literally in the bottom of my eyeliner drawer. I was like, I need an icy blue eyeliner. I believe this is by LA Girls, or maybe not. Again, don't listen to me, guys. I'm gonna put everything in the description box. I'm so sorry. It's 11 p.m. but everything's gonna be listed. I just took that blue liner and I just placed it on my waterline before I went in with my mascara. just so I can have a little bit more color. I wanted to make sure my eyes look nice and bright before I place my lashes, and that waterline surely did the trick. Y'all know I love me a color waterline. That is my go-to. We're taking these lashes by Asia May, and this is in the style Miami. We're just gonna go ahead and throw these babies on. And boom, we have magic. Look at this face, y'all. So loving it. So we're all done with the face. We're gonna go into our lips. Y'all know NYX Cosmetics, that is my lip liner. I try my best to try to include different lip liners, but it's really hard when NYX literally just gives me everything. Like, why would you cheat on somebody who gives you everything? I don't know. Next with NYX, this is Milky lip gloss, and I'm just going to take that lip gloss and rub it all into my lips there. We are just going to lather our lips in gloss. But I mean, this is a completed look, y'all. This took me literally no time. We are ready to go for our photo shoot. It's time to get busy, make this money. I went in just a little bit more with some highlighter. This is the Glitz shade from the Sephora Pro palette. And just because I knew I was going to do like a beachy themed shoot, I was going to be under some lights. Might as well go ahead and let them lights catch that highlight. And I'm just going to blend that out with the rest of my face products. Again, I don't want it to go too high up with my face, so yeah, I did that. I toot my own horn, y'all, because yeah, this one was a look. But this is it. That is all we have for today. We are all done with this look. I hope you guys are following me on Instagram so you guys can see all the finished products. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe so you never ever miss any of these beautiful looks we have for you guys. Otherwise, we'll see you next week in our next video.